Let's get started on it. Why don't you begin for us?
Yes, no. So I will start with what you have shared a Slack message. You are not getting image, right? This one.
Yeah, on that one profile.
That is the first problem I will tell you.
Mhm.
Okay, this one. Where is this DOS Caterers Border Cafe? I
Mhm.
checked the database. We have the image key and profile API is returning the image URL also. 1 minute. Where it is. But what is the problem? I will tell you. First, I will show you.
Okay. While we're doing that, hey, I just sent you a Slack message. Could you take a look at why the first favorite flow started again?
Like, so it should happen only once throughout like the lifetime of a user.
Well, yeah, it's the first favorite. Like it's showing you how to do it for the first time.
So yeah, okay, I see. So like it's showing there like after you tap 3 times, you close the app, you open it, and it appears again after you tap 3 times, right?
No, actually, I tapped the pink button for show me how, and I went through the flow, and then it still showed up again later.
And this show me how like the first one, the pink button, it was like coming from a notification or
No, just the 3 home buttons, both
uh,
times, and it happened both times.
and you didn't close the app.
I don't think so, but I don't. Let me think. Maybe I did. I don't think I did. But even if I did, I think once the user taps the pink button for show me how, that should be like
Yeah. Well, I would say like if you close the app and open it, yeah, could happen. But like you see, like every 3 times you see it, that's the one that I'm not aware.
I'm not
Sure.
positive of that. Let me try a few times. Um, perhaps I closed the app.
Yeah. So okay, I'll take care of this.
Okay. Okay. Thanks.
Okay.
Okay.
So can I continue?
Yes, please.
So here, John, you can see profile and details API returning 2 images, 30562 and 12808. So when we click on this one, 30562, that is not image is not loading. It is not loading. I will tell you since we are forming URL with JPG, and I checked in the Cloudinary.
Didn't we run a script to replace the JPEGs?
JPEG, yeah, we did for the PNG one. Here it is. You can see it is HEIC extension.
Interesting.
So
Do
this
we need to
image,
run another script?
yes, we need to run for another script again, right? Like HEIC.
When was this image uploaded?
When this uploaded, 1 minute, I will tell you.
Probably a while back. Well, hopefully, but that leads me to another question of: is it going to keep happening, or can we block that type of image format?
So we restricted to upload only JPEG images, like format can convert to JPEG. But this image uploaded on March 21, 2023.
2 years ago. Okay.
2 years ago.
So it's not happening anymore.
Yes.
Okay, but you can run a script to catch the old ones.
Yes, yeah. But
Okay.
we need to find what all extension. We have written for JPEG. I'm sorry, PNG to convert into JPEG. Like we found new one HEIC extension.
Yeah. How many image extensions are there?
So I will check inside Cloudinary to find the way all the unique extension there is. Let me check. Is there any way to find it? Hold on. Local image QNU. Here is there any filter option? QNU. Here I did not see how many unique extensions. Like, JD, do you know is there any way we can find all the extension image? Like what kind of images we have?
What about? Well, you're in a view right now. Change it to a list view.
Mhm.
And there's format.
Yes, yeah. Format is here.
Can we can't sort or filter on it?
No, there is no option.
Well, so what is the script doing right now? Is it just looking for that extension?
What's the script?
Or what, the script that you had last time?
Hmm.
Because I'm going to recommend the script just looks at anything and looks for anything that is not a JPEG.
1 minute. Let me check what is that script doing. Convert image to JPEG. This is we did for the get all trusted images here, and was the public ID we're getting. Download and convert to okay. So we're first forming JPEG. If it is not able to download, then we are form that image to JPEG. Okay.
Then wouldn't the script work without knowing the extension?
Yep. Yeah, it will work. Like, so that since it is a profile image, now we run it for trusted image only. So if you will run for this script, all the images, it will work.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. So
Yeah, we are going to get all trusted images here. If you will run for profile images also, it will work. Yeah.
So you'll be able to catch everything?
Yes, yeah. So then yeah, it will work.
Okay. Let me know when you think it's ready for me to take a look at.
Okay, John. Yeah, I will let you know.
All right.
Okay, and second thing is Wells here.
Yes, sir, I am.
So Wells, like you ping me this problem here. So you are talking about this one, see all option.
Yes, sir. So when I click on the CO, I was wondering if there is any endpoint that could help me bring the check-ins for the user or the training check-ins, that kind of thing, like getting the query separately.
So yep, we have one API. So I checked that one also. Check-in from users.
Oh, that looks good.
Check-ins from user. Here you will pass the user key, and it will offset and you want it. So you will pass offset fetch and check-in type user is and check-in. So it will return you all the check-in. But I can see that is not returning you image. So I'm adding image also there. Will it find for you this API?
Yeah, and also would that work for the training check-ins and other stuff? Let me just grab the exact query name, but the main issue is the query you're using to fill that screen. I just sent you the image, the entertainment search screen. It brings a list of the users and their check-ins as well as the training check-ins and all that kind of stuff. So, but when we click on the CL, we actually want to see more of one of those items, and not like more items with more users and more other stuff. So I was wondering, would this endpoint work for also the training check-in, the training favorites, that kind of thing?
It will work. So since it is taking here now, 1 minute I will switch.
Sorry, can you repeat, please?
Yeah, it will work here. I will tell you why it works. So here check-in type, it is supporting recent check-in, trending check-in, and user recent check-in.
Awesome. That works.
Okay, but it is not returning to you. So I will return it to you. I'll pass this API return.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I took a screenshot of it. I think it's gonna be really useful. Thank you, Amit.
Okay, thank you. That's it from my side.
Okay, thank you. What was that referring to there, Wells?
This is regarding the entertainment search screen, in where you click on the see all, and you will see more more
I got you.
items regarding the user checkings or favorites and that kind of thing.
Okay, how's that coming along?
Yep. So I got a way of passing the information down the components to get it to that screen that you go once you click on the see all. So once we get to that screen, we already have the key information for me to do a query to the backend and actually get this information and do the proper pagination on it to allow you to actually scroll and see more information about the user you just selected. So I think with this endpoint that Amit just showed me now, it might just be what I need for actually getting that visualization on that screen going.
Okay.
So I will be testing that next.
Okay, very good. Will you tell us what else you got going on? Any other updates?
Yeah. So besides that, I also worked earlier today on the visualization for the information. So assuming I had the information, I started playing with the components that resemble the cards. So I'm working on the visualization for that CL screen. And now that now being able to get the data, I will be able to basically connect the two dots and actually make the mock data I'm showing on the screen being actually real data from the users we actually want to take a look at.
Okay, great.
Yep. And yeah, besides that, there was a PR merge about something. Let me check here. But yeah, mainly that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. This feature of the CL, it was really mind draining to actually get the information to come from where the data is fetched to where the items are actually rendered and where the new screen with the stuff that after you click on the CL happens. So it took me a while.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, I'm really positive about opening APR for this feature today still.
Okay, that'd be great. Do you need anything? Any questions for anybody?
No, so far so good.
Okay. All right, very good. Thanks for the update.
No problem.
Okay. Ismail, let's get your update.
Yeah, sure. So yesterday after you left, me and Jared kept going at the whole memory leak, and it turns out a lot, even the way we had it implemented without the new library version, still caused that memory leak. So we just ended up removing it altogether from maps specifically. Maybe we'll add it back after we push that update for the library. But after removing it, the app was pretty stable. We created a build, but it looks like when the first build I created, it didn't have one of the branches. It wasn't fully up to date with development. So I just created a second one. So you'll see 2.3, 0.1, and 0.2. So just go with 0.2. That one has my changes and the app review and all that. I just pushed it to Android as well this morning. So that should be there. I think app review will not show in test flight for iOS. I think it might show for Android. So maybe we want to test that on Android initially.
What might that show?
The app review in test flight.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, the modal for the review?
Correct.
Okay, why wouldn't it be available in test flight?
Because that's what the library says.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
but I think for Android, it will. I haven't tested it yet. So if we can have people test it, basically do 3 signature moves, which is either a check-in or a favorite.
Yeah.
And after that, just go to the home screen and you should see a review.
Todd, Chantel, Danny on Androids. I want you to record everything.
Let's maybe do them one at because I don't know if they're going to limit us or not. Maybe we have to do it one user at a time. I don't know what kind of limitations they have or anything like that. So just to like make the most out of it, maybe we started like maybe Chantel, then Todd, and then Danny.
Well, I was going to have a screen report. So, I mean,
Yeah, but if we find a problem and let's say, okay, oh, I know how to fix this, let me fix this, and then we'll have Todd try if Chantel can't re-trigger it for whatever reason. You know what I mean?
yeah. Okay. Well, let's start with Todd. I was talking to him earlier.
Okay.
I wanted to do
Yeah.
that. Are you going through it, Todd?
I can do it right now. Wasn't sure if you want me to come in on any links or anything, but I'm ready to go through onboarding right now.
Yeah, go ahead and record everything. And then after you do 3 favorites or 3 check-ins.
I'll probably go with check-ins because like you can just check in with the same place 3 times at the moment. That's kind of a bug I found where, well, it's not a bug, but if you check into the same place, the API gets called 3 times. Therefore, you trigger the signature interaction.
3
Is this
different
version in production?
It is pointing to production.
This is pointing to production, correct?
Yeah. So maybe check in is something like tech to you.
Yeah. So if you check in 3 times, it would only show 1 check-in because it gets filtered,
Mhm.
but you will trigger the review, and you don't have to leave the screen. If you go from the bottom navigation and navigator, you just do it like 3 times quickly.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's one way to trigger it real quick and just to kind of test it out.
Okay.
Okay. Yep.
That being said, yeah, all the other bugs were addressed. I disabled custom topics right now, so shouldn't be there. All the new friend connects should be there. The new skip logic should be there. .widescreen.Chantal reported, not the one with the entertainment, the other one with the favorite. I think she had it in the filters, so that one also is fixed in there. Yeah, so all reported bugs should be fixed in there. And the one you sent me yesterday about the message, that one I kind of had a few questions. So you were saying that it's a returning user. She shared a movie during Star Convo, then got a friend connect. Then you got a friend connect from her.
Yeah. Stand by on that 1 sec. Todd, what phone are you joining on?
It's my Todd Xfinity is the account, and it's on Android.
Okay.
Have you on the iPhone?
No, you're fine. Ismail, Todd's test phone, which is named Todd Xfinity, is onboarding, and I got interrupted with a friend connect, which would be fine, except it's not the right one. It says Todd just joined Sircles, add his friend. It doesn't say Todd Xfinity in my contacts, or like, you know what I mean? So like, let me send you a screenshot of this. So I'm not clear who, like, yeah, who this is. It ended up being, trying to find out where her name is in Slack. 1 second. It's like the different version of the screen, I believe, unless I'm missing something here. I guess I just sent it to you in Slack. But shouldn't this say his name in my contacts?
Do you have that specific number in contacts?
I'll double check. What are the last 4 digits, Todd?
5238.
And you have to have it synced with Sircles also. So if after you add it, you also have to make sure it's synced into your Sircles account.
Yeah, no, he's been using that phone for a while. 5238.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I don't have that one. So that means that's what's okay. So that means he followed me.
Yeah, that means it's
Well, hold on. Whenever I got the subscription, it gave me what John had, but then I got the notification, and then when I click the notification, it says Todd Test 2 in your contacts.
okay. So I'm a little confused here. So if you don't have him in your contacts, then you're seeing the right screen.
Let me make sure. Well, I shouldn't get interrupted on that one because he simply followed me. Let me make sure. What were the last 4 digits?
Well, he didn't follow you. It's because he joined. It's not the follow that triggered the friend connect. Or
Let me just make sure I don't have him on contacts one more time. What were the 4 digits?
okay.
5238.
5238. Searching. No, 5238 in any of my contacts. Okay. Yeah, and it finds other numbers that I do have, so it's not like I'm searching the wrong way. So evidently I don't have it in my contacts. it says, look who just joined, I have a notification separately also, which says, look who just joined Circles. Is that what you got, Jerry? Todd Xfinity is now in Circles? Would you like to?
Yeah, well, I got it, and then it did not show the contacts. But then whenever I closed it, I hit not now, and then I came in from the alert or the push notification,
Mm-hmm.
giving me the number and then in your contacts.
It did say he was in your because that phone number is in your contacts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's see. I have an idea. Let me check something.
So Ismail, he followed me in onboarding, but I got interrupted by the Friend Connect.
When you say following, you don't, regardless if it's an automatic follow or a manual follow, it's the same thing, right? I didn't choose anything to follow you. I'm just onboarding. I haven't done anything yet.
I have an idea.
This one didn't say Todd followed you. Please join. It says Todd joined
Sure.
Circles. So
I think I know the issue here.
Okay. Maybe it's Jerry.
I think it's from the back end that whenever we are saving, so whenever we're triggering the subscription or the query or whatever, at that time, we don't have Todd's number saved in a database. So when that screen loads, it doesn't have like his contact info because we don't have his number saved. But we know it's all in that process of that registered user mutation. I'm thinking if I take this part of the query, of the mutation and move it up before we trigger the action queue item, it should work as we're expecting if he's in your contacts.
Okay, well, let's break this down. So first of all, he's not in my contacts.
Okay, well then that would be correct if he's not in your contacts.
And Todd, did you follow me in onboarding?
I haven't got to that point yet. I put my number in and it's allow my contacts and it says your contacts are already in Circles. That's the screen I stopped at once you.
Okay. Will you Slack Jerry your phone number you're using? And Jerry,
but the thing is, John, it's telling you that that Todd joined Circles. It didn't tell you that he followed you.
right?
It says when Todd follows you, you become friends.
Yes.
So
Why am I even
the question
involved?
is, why are you seeing it?
Right. Why do I have any connection to this?
Are you
user?
following him?
I don't know.
Hold on. The number,
Let me find out.
let me get the,
So yeah, if you're not, well, actually, even if you were following him, you shouldn't get that, should you?
No.
Oh,
Yeah, then there might be a mistrigger there. Like,
So-
maybe it's like what Jerry said. Maybe when would you see that screen? Basically,
I am not following him. He is not following me.
oh,
So how did he even make a
oh wait,
connection?
this is the screen that should show your contact contact information, right?
No, because I don't even have him in my contacts, and it doesn't say.
No, I'm saying it should.
If I
Yeah.
have him in
Okay.
contact-
I'm still confused. Can somebody remind me when we should see the screen? Like when would this trigger in the correct flow?
If let's say it says, well, you have a new follower, and then I tap that notification.
Oh, okay, I see.
hold on.
But no, it says here when Todd follows you back. So no, that wouldn't make sense either.
So,
Am I already following you, John, in some way?
okay, wait, I have the data.
Okay.
John, you have this number in your contacts. It is Todd test phone 2.
Okay, let me double check because I use the digits and it's not coming up unless Todd gave me the wrong digits.
Maybe it was imported at a, maybe you removed it or something, but Todd test phone 2.
Okay, that's why I wanted you to search in my contacts and make sure. Okay, so that's closing some type of the mystery. So I do see Todd test phone 2, 5238 are the last 4 digits.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
Weird. When I search 5238, it doesn't.
So my theory of it not showing in the contacts is accurate for like not showing the in your contacts is accurate from the register user not having the phone number at that time. and it's just a matter of order of operations moving.
What does it have the phone number?
So Todd's phone number was not saved in the database. At the time the action queue was saved. And the action queue is what's responsible for the redirect. So when you get redirected, you do not see Todd's phone number because it is not saved in the database, but we're like in the process of processing it, of saving it.
I see.
It's an order of operations. So if I saved his phone number before triggering the action queue, then you would likely see in your contacts.
Okay. So you think that the proper screen would have showed up?
Yes. Because if you click it from a notification, it shows the right one.
I can do that now. Let's see.
Yeah, do it. And it's the same deep link.
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah, it's the same deep link. The only thing different is at this time we have his phone number saved in the database. Whereas the first time you were auto-navigated, we did not have his phone number because we were in the middle of processing it.
Okay, so I think that screenshot I sent Ismail, we would actually never see that screen, Ismail, because it's missing the line where it says the person's name and phone number in your contacts.
Yeah.
Well, if that would have to come back, and we'll have to control that.
The fix here is backend. The fix is to move lines up above the action queue, and then you should see the correct screen.
Okay, so let's try. We'll have Todd finish up what he's doing, and then we'll start it over after a little bit here.
Well, this is in production. The newest build is in production.
That's right.
So let's see, upsert, user phone.
I mean, that's fine. He can onboard in an older version. Like, it's going to be the same thing. If you want to push it to QA.
No, it should be fine.
Okay. Also, just heads up, I do have to leave. It's Friday. I'll be back soon. But
Okay.
I do have to drop.
Okay, we'll catch you when you get back. I want to talk about the map when you get back. Everything's looking good, but
Yeah.
map markers are loading slower. Like,
Well,
really.
I had a different experience with the map. It really wasn't pleasant. Whenever I open the map on the build, my default pin's in the middle of the ocean, like off the coast of Africa.
Yeah, I've got some weird stuff happening too.
And then a few seconds later, my pin teleports me to.
That could be related because, well, I don't know. Didn't I mean remove the map update?
Driving. It does.
We weren't driving, so could that potentially have affected the map location? Not sure.
Because it dropped me took me from the equator, and then when the map loaded, it loaded me like in Elk Grove, California, or something like that. And then a few seconds later, it caught my location and popped me back to my home.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm not able to get. The good news is I'm not able to crash the app,
Right.
but my location is just all over the place until it settles on my house.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, we could take a look at that because I've noticed something similar.
Only after the new change.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, look into it.
Okay. Did you finish the first favorite thing?
I'm working on it. Still on it.
Okay. Let me know when you're done with that, and then we'll look at the map. But I want to finish with Jerry on this Friend Connect thing. So Jerry, you're pretty confident in this fix?
Yes. Let's I need to definitely just push it up, but let me find where's the soonest I can drop this here. Okay, right here. And we don't need this. Okay.
And Todd, go ahead and record and go through onboarding?
I am.
Okay. And then
Deployed yet, so
what was that?
I didn't deploy anything yet.
Yeah, no, he's just gonna finish the route he's already on.
Yeah. I'm in. I'm actually in now.
Okay, keep recording, and then I want you to tap the favorites button on your profile, and then don't touch anything.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me know if it loads map markers for you. Just don't touch it, anything else.
Not touching it. Yeah. No map markers. Just the map and my
Right.
location.
Right.
Location, right? Is it at your house or is it in the middle of the ocean?
It's at my house.
Okay. Drop the drawer. You don't see any.
Let me drop the drawer.
Yeah.
Nope, nothing.
Yeah, that's what happened to me the very first time. I couldn't reproduce it after that because then it loads. But okay, and then
If I hit update map in this area, will it?
it did. Actually, I can't remember if it did. Yeah, try it.
Well, I update the map, but there's nothing there.
Yeah, scroll like zoom out.
No.
Let's try again.
Yeah.
But don't leave the screen.
Yep. So again, I'm zoomed out enough. There should be something on the map, but there's no markers.
Yeah, that's what happened to me too. Okay, so save that clip.
Yep.
I want to show that to me when he's done with the other thing.
Do I not have favorites? Wait a minute.
You do. It's food.
Oh,
It's, it's restaurants. There's definitely favorites around you.
Oh my god, dude! This is my Xfinity account.
Yeah.
And I must not have anything favorited around here.
I cleared out your test phones in production.
Well, that explains it.
Yeah.
Not really.
Yeah, I cleared out all of the Todd tests, and there was another user that requested their account to be deleted.
Okay, I'll have Danny try this with his regular phone when he. Danny, have you downloaded the iOS version yet?
On which phone?
iOS.
Yeah, sorry. I got it on my iPhone. I just deleted it actually because I was going to onboard from that account in Android.
Can you go with your iPhone with your main account?
With my main account?
Yeah.
Yeah. Want me to go all the way back through onboarding or?
Not necessarily. Are you in the app?
Yeah.
Okay, can you screen record?
Yeah, I'm saying I can update it or delete it and reinstall it.
You're not in the latest version of the app?
No.
That's what I was asking.
Okay, no.
Yes. Can you update?
Yeah, I know. But
Well, no, you should not update because it points to production, so you should delete unless you're already in a production version. No, I should delete it anyway.
my main phone is in the production version. Okay.
Yeah, but you're not in test flight, so just delete it
Okay.
and go through it and then record, and I'll have you do something else. Okay, so Todd, if you check in to text you 3 times, record and tell me if you get like a App Store review modal.
Okay, let me check.
And Chantel, let's have you at least install it, so we'll have you ready to test as well.
All right.
Okay.
I'm on the
Latest
well.
Yeah,
I'm on the welcome button, typing my name in.
yeah, you're gonna go ahead and go through onboarding.
Okay.
So Jerry, you're gonna deploy that change.
Yep, it is deploying right now and not done yet. Now, what we need to do is print from a brand new account. So because of the order of operations, the reason this was caught was because Todd was a brand new account who never onboarded before. So
Because you had wiped that account.
it's like the account. So to reproduce it in the way that I'm saying, we need to clear his account again.
Alrighty. So let's go ahead and do that. I think after Todd finishes this last test.
Okay.
Okay, I checked in 3 times. Now just go to my home screen.
Yeah.
Okay. Back out of this, and then home.
Nothing yet. Should have happened.
No.
Okay. Try closing the app and reopening it.
Yep.
Nothing there.
I'm at my message lobby.
Okay. Why don't you favorite some tech to use?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. And
Okay, you're still recording?
yeah,
Okay, so go to the favorites button and tap on that, but don't like do anything from there.
on my home screen.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it just took me to the middle of the ocean this time. That's weird.
It showed me my home address. It showed my home, and then it pivoted
Yeah.
me up to
Do you see any map markers
yes.
on or the first tap of the favorites button?
I'd have to go watch the screen record.
Well, I asked you not to do anything but just tap the favorites button.
Let me see. I don't know if I did. Hang on a second. Let me
No.
kill it.
Tap it. Yeah, now mine's taking me into the ocean for some reason. I wonder why all of a sudden.
It knows that's where you want to be.
Guess so. Yeah, it's doing some weird things.
Middle of the ocean off the west coast of Africa.
If you do, Jerry, from other, oh yeah, it does, now it's doing it for me, even just through the wheel itself, like not the favorites button. Does it happen to you too, Jerry? Like anytime you type any category on the wheel,
Anytime I tap any category in the wheel, what happens?
you're in the ocean?
Oh, let's see.
Because I am.
So I start off in the ocean, and yeah, shoot, like I can't even. Okay, so now I'm at my house. I change the category, and no, it stays for but my location. Okay? Here's my location.
Yeah, I didn't press a button, John.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you press the favorites button, you would have seen the wheel for food and drink.
Yeah, I saw the wheel for food and drink, and it shows my little blue dot right there at my house. And then without pressing anything, it jumped me. The map like zoomed out and jumped me out a little bit, and the drawer is still up, and I see map markers. So I did not see map markers initially. After the map jumped, it placed markers on the map.
Okay.
Excuse me, re-entering the app. I accidentally logged out while I was checking the version.
Oh, Todd, yeah, I just got the friend connect. I need to clear your account before we try this again, but this one looks correct.
I wonder if the deploy you're doing, Jerry, had something to do with that.
With what?
Just the map not loading.
No, it was doing that before I did the deploy.
Because now it's loading. Oh.
Well, the map runs. Like, what do you mean the map isn't loading?
Well, it's like not finding my position.
Yeah, no, that's what it's doing with me, but this was before I was doing any changes. Like, I just opened the map and all I see is blue and I'm in the middle of the ocean. And
Okay, so Todd, slow down there. Are you re-onboarding? Or what are you doing?
I accidentally logged out.
Well,
Todd is onboarding and we want to test what we were doing.
You're gonna run out of auth codes. We're gonna do this step by step. You will run out of login opportunities here. So we were gonna wipe that phone.
Okay.
Don't do it. Just stand by. Don't touch anything.
All right.
Are you signed out right now?
No, you just log back in.
We need him to sign out
I know.
so we can test it from square one.
Well, he was signed out.
Should I sign back out?
Hold on.
Okay.
I got a notification. Just a moment. My housekeeper's here. Okay. So, I got a notification. Look who joined Circles, Todd Xfinity. I guess this doesn't really help us test anything. Carrie, does this indicate anything to you regarding me?
Nothing, because he's not a new user now.
Right, okay. All right, so we need him to, can you log him out or does he need to go?
He needs to log out. I just get to the welcome screen.
Okay, so Todd, you're gonna log out and then you're not gonna do anything. Todd, are you there?
Sorry, yeah. So logged out. So don't clear cache or data or nothing. Just log out.
What do you think, Jerry?
Yes, just sign out, go back to the welcome screen. They let me know
Okay,
when
I'm at the welcome screen.
you're at the welcome screen.
Yep.
Okay, let me delete your user. This will take a couple minutes, but
Okay.
it's still going. This may take a minute or so.
Okay. Dan, do me a favor and I want you to go, it's on your phone, you just logged in on. I want you to go to let me think. 1 second. How did I recreate this last time? One sec. Go to go to my profile.
Okay, let me start recording. Boom, boom, boom.
And
Yeah, I'm on the map right now, so I'm gonna go back. I'm on your profile.
yeah, wait a few seconds. Does it say start the combo?
No.
No. Okay, hold on. Yeah, because we're already friends now. Unfollow me and then follow me back.
Okay. This is in production, right?
Yeah, it'll be a friendship card or whatever.
Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Follow back.
And then you might get a friend connect there. Like, wait a few seconds.
Nothing's happening.
Okay, navigate away and then come back.
Okay.
See if it starts one then.
It's worth noting we're in each other's circle of trust. I don't know if that makes a difference or not.
No, I'm not in yours now because when you unfollowed me. But all right, it's kind of an edge case because what happened is when it triggered to start the combo and then I went to send a message, it already had on the compose screen, it had the share I had done that had, well, someone had shared with me, and that card was in my compose screen, and I'm trying to recreate it, but it's not letting you do. Well, I'm sure between all the testing we're going to do today is going to come up, so we'll
I
get
just got a show me how screen.
it. Yeah, so you probably press the home button 3 times.
I pressed the home button once.
Since you onboarded.
Actually, you know what? I went home and then I went to the Discover feed and it came up.
But that was after you pressed the home button.
Maybe I did.
Yeah, I should have been on the third one. You probably pressed it 3 times.
Yeah.
That was quick.
Okay, I'm gonna X out.
Okay. All right. So Jerry, is that deployed?
But I'm still waiting on Todd's count to clear out.
Okay.
It's still taking time. What I think I need to do is when we have these requests come in for people to delete accounts, I think we're gonna make an admin interface that admins can like mark users for deletion. And then when we do our like nightly maintenance, that's when we go and delete it. Because this takes a long time and it may cause issues for others in the app.
Okay.
So I really don't like deleting users. Like,
yeah.
It does cause issues.
Right. Permanent or just temporary while it's going on?
While it's going on, temporary.
Okay. Okay. Give me 1 sec. I'll be right back.
Is there a deletion going on right now, Jerry?
Yep.
Okay. I was like, why are my topics loading so damn slow?
That's what I mean. Like that will be a problem.
At least I know there's a reason for it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm back. A reason for what?
Topics loading super slow. It's Jerry. Jerry's doing a delete.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. It only took 6 minutes and 9 seconds.
All right. So now, you want to have Todd on board again?
Yes.
Okay.
Board again and then
Ready?
what happens.
Okay. We shall re-onboard. Record. Okay, here we go. Okay, just passed the auth.
All right. I got the Friend Connect. And now it does have the proper screen, Jerry.
There we go.
Okay. Wow. Figured that one out. Okay, cool. That was an unusual situation.
Only if everything was that easy.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great. So yeah, Todd, when you get in, just test out a lot of the features there. And
You got it?
sounds like we're going to need to focus on some of the map related issues. Amin, how's it coming along for you? Did you finish up on the first favorite thing?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Look, can we dive into the map situation and see why it's I could share my screen, but it seems like it's giving me like a place in the ocean first, then sometimes it will position me properly, but then sometimes it doesn't. What's there?
Yeah, well, we can. It just like I was looking into the changes I did yesterday. Like I did not add code. It's like I removed code, which it had like one place, one function that's calls like to track users' location. That was it. Maybe
Hmm.
some
Must be
was
something in that code.
well,
What did that code do?
yeah, that code is called a function from Expo library to watch your position, and as your position change, we update the state we rely on, and that's all. But regardless, we get the initial location of you, we get the initial location and we stop watching. That's all. Like, so you should see the map with your location. So we get that. Maybe that was not enough, and that's the reason why we did that tracking user location. Um, if so, then we need to fix it, and I think maybe that's why it's there now. We see the symptom of it, like the fix. Now we see the issue.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Yeah, I think it was probably implemented poorly in the first place, and the fix was not a good fix. So like, it seems like it needs to update. Like it's pinpointing the location in a sequence that's not always reliable. So depending on how fast certain things load, perhaps it doesn't have the pinpoint location, and then maybe it's like updating again and again and again. And so someone did like an amateur kind of fix just to try and get your location precise, but it's probably not the right way to do it. But I don't know. I mean, how much understanding do you have of how this was architected?
well, I worked on most of the stuff, so yeah, we'll just I need a minute look into it and see how things are connected, and can start work on it.
I think that Marco came and worked on a lot of it after you worked on it, though.
Mm-hmm.
Another developer.
Yeah. But still, I'm confident navigating that code.
Is it doing it for you? So like you're able to recreate it?
Yeah, that's what I was about to do. I was trying to see because I don't have the latest changes. I just pulled dip. So yeah, give me a minute to because I need to update, do a yarn install and build with the new changes.
Okay. Go ahead and do that. Do you need an Amit for anything? Do you have any questions for him?
No, I don't think so. I need on it.
Okay. So Amit, what are you working on next?
So currently, John, I am running that script currently. And
Sure.
next to send me whatever you want me to work, or otherwise I will continue just case.
Okay. Is the script still running, or are you still writing it?
I'm still writing it. It's not run yet.
Okay. Let me know it's done, and then we'll test it out.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
Are you guys ready for me to onboard and record?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there any specific steps that you'd like me to take during onboarding?
No, but just stop if you see something unusual and let us know.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
Todd, after you favorited, you still didn't get the app review model?
Not yet. So I favored one. Favored another one.
Yeah, favorite 3.
Yep, I'm on it. I did have some weird thing during onboarding
Oh no. What kind of
where I
things?
had it. I went into my messages and there was an empty message in the lobby, empty user, empty message. And then I clicked on it. My whole screen, the whole message lobby started flashing back on and off or refreshing.
Okay, but you said onboarding, but you mean after onboarding?
after onboarding, right?
Okay.
So what,
Yeah, after I onboarded.
like I go if you go back to your lobby after,
Yeah.
do you still see it?
Yeah, if I go to message lobby, there's a blank user blank message in the lobby. If I click on it, it takes me to a blank chat, nothing in it, blank user.
Who that would be?
What do you think that is,
And
Jerry?
I go, and then when I hit the back button, now my lobby's refreshing like constantly, like nonstop.
Okay. Do you see your ones from like Circles Buddy and stuff?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. So
You have a screen recorder of that, Todd? How
Yeah,
did
I do.
what triggered that? Was it right
I don't
after
know.
like
It
immediately
was right
after?
after onboarding, after I chose to follow some people.
oh, okay, wait, I see. There is an empty group. I wonder, actually I wonder if this is a remnant of like a fragment of your previous count because of the contact that you had. But yeah, I see that group because I see you have your you have some dummy messages,
Yes.
but then there's that one group I see right here. Let's see.
So you think maybe the wipe didn't wipe everything?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. I just want to see like, okay, well, what happened here? Like, who else is getting it? And the only users I see with this issue, are our internal guys in production.
Right.
I don't see any actual users who have it. So I'm thinking it's
Yes, but we're the only ones that have this latest production build. The question is, if we did push it to the App Store, would it now affect everybody?
this would be backend. Like groups would be created from backend.
Okay.
So it would be everyone. Like
You see, what do you see that's causing the problem?
so what I see is that there's a group, like a chat in Todd's lobby that has only him as a member in it, and that there are no messages in it. It's a one-on-one.
Mm-hmm.
Something makes me think that it was a remnant, like with his old account that we had wiped when he got back in. It tried to make like a dummy lobby with his old account.
I see.
So
So if you were to delete that conversation,
yeah,
everything should work fine for him.
yeah.
Okay, and no one else would have that same situation, right?
I checked. I don't see it. The only people who have those weird lobbies are us, like internal. And that would be fragments from deleted accounts.
Okay.
Yeah, I noticed during onboarding, where it asked me to follow where I had some options to follow some people. It gave me a list and there were was it? Shit, I have to double check. But it gave me a list of a few names, a few users, and one of them in the middle of the list was like an empty space, like where a user would exist, but it wasn't. It was just blank. So I don't know if. Yeah. Anyway, after that is when I noticed in the lobby it's a blank user.
Maybe that's part of the remnant as well.
Possibly.
Yeah.
I mean, what were you gonna say?
Yeah, I don't think I can reproduce that issue. Like, I opened the map, it took me to the correct location.
Well, you have to use it a lot more. It works a lot, but until it stops working.
It's happening every time for me on my device. Like,
Yeah, once you trigger it, go press the favorites button. And press the favorites button on other profiles of other users.
All right.
And then wheel and categories of other user and like just as much as you can.
Okay. Andrew, you can introduce it like in your device or like the sim?
Yeah, I can. My device. Are you testing on a simulator or your device?
Yeah, I'm testing a simulator. I'm trying right now my device and see.
Yeah, try on your device.
Also, I noticed, the map markers load very slow. Jerry, maybe you should look at that too, since whatever changes we did yesterday. So I tapped on the Italian food category. Well, I tapped on a food category, and Italian is our default. And it took like 5 seconds for the map markers to load, but when I do it on my other phone, that is in older version, it's like much faster.
That could be tied to location,
I'm in the same location though.
but like the handling, because are both your phones on the same version?
No, that's what I'm saying. The newest one is now much slower to load the map markers.
Yeah, I think it's how it's getting the location. For example, like I'm on community, I'm looking at tab and I'm looking. I mean, it loads, but let's check that grabbing your location first.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Danny, maybe tell me if you experience the same thing. Like if you tap on the food and drink category, is there a delay before you see pins?
Let's see. Screen record real quick.
I did experience a slight delay, but the bigger issue is I just got a critical error that I was able to replicate.
Okay, good. I'm not even getting the map markers now. At first I saw the ocean and then it moved.
Yeah, I'm not getting them. It zooms in on my house and it bounces out to an overview of Lincoln, maybe like some kind of setting that puts it at a certain zoom limit. And then the drawer is up. There's no map markers. I'm going to drop the drawer now, and I do see some map markers behind it. And they're different colors. That's interesting.
No, that we fixed.
Got an orange one and a yellow one.
You have an orange one now?
Oh, whoa. When I zoom in, it turns yellow.
This is a fresh install, right?
Yeah.
That's weird.
It only turns orange when I zoom out to a certain distance.
I'm able to reproduce it in the latest build, the display one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it took me to the middle of the ocean, same as Jerry.
Okay.
But the previous build, as soon as I open it, it crashes. I was trying to see if this is happening on the previous build.
Well, when you say the previous one, there's like
the same version, but the build number it's one.
Yeah, Ismail said to ignore that one.
Ah, okay.
Go to the one before that then.
Yeah, that's what I want. Yeah.
Chantal, you're getting a critical error where?
If I am at the map and then I switch to list view.
Oh, dang. Trying to fix this up and we made more problems.
And then I also got a separate issue with the map where like nothing was really showing. It was just like the names of things, and then all of the information for the most part like went missing from the like cards at the bottom for a little bit until I was like able to move the map around and like zoom and stuff, but like it got rid of the picture on there and like who favorited it and stuff like that. I put the video in dev so you can see what I'm saying.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, if you see Sentry, there's a couple logs that are coming from like Mapbox, and maybe almost my suggestion might be maybe we made too many changes to really quickly troubleshoot this. I feel like
I was thinking that too.
I feel like the quickest changes that we found that caused the most memory fixes is updating the Mapbox version and then removing the dog lottie, keeping the location change, the location tracking logic that Amin made. I feel like there's a lot of chefs in the kitchen, and it's hard to pinpoint what's going on here.
Right, because the source could be one of many things now.
Yeah, I feel like the safest things were updating Mapbox and removing the Lottie.
But who knows? Maybe updating Mapbox caused some of these problems.
Yeah, totally.
So let's tell Amin everything that got updated.
Okay, so the only two changes that the changes are the simple changes are we removed the Lottie on the empty list, and then we updated Mapbox. What we did yesterday, and I think Ismail kind of he knows this may not be stable, is we memoized the wheel and we added some caching to the map icons because we found the memory leak on the wheel that it was trying to refetch the icons every time you like made an update. So we memoized that, and that fixed the memory, but none of that would be tied to location.
I think the map, now you just brought up memoization because I think some component data relies on location to update the map with the correct location. It's been memoized and it's like pointing to the old value of location state, maybe. I also like, I just want to bring this out. Like the whole thing about the map, it's like a year old or something like that. And yeah, there is like a lot of problems there. Maybe the way how we're pushing it is wrong. Like just like fixing one small issue after the other, where we're gonna miss the big point of the big picture, which is like the whole thing is in a mess, and we need like to push it correctly from the first time, rather than fixing here and there. It's we're just like adding more gas into fire. And
well, what do we do in the short run? Can we, first of all, is it safe to update Mapbox? Is that also possibly?
Yeah, the version we did it, I don't think that's the issue, the source of the new problems we're having. It's not the thing, but more of like small fixes we did. Maybe removing the user's tracking location and also the memoization we did. Maybe those are like, we think of them just small, but they have like a bigger effect.
Yeah. Okay. How do we get it back?
We first, we should revise that memoization and removing the tracking of location, and maybe look into the initial issues that we're trying to solve. Maybe this is not the fix for it. We need another fix.
Maybe, okay, we're gonna need Ismail to return. Should be back pretty soon here. Well, I don't want this one thing to derail our App Store version. Okay, let's put it on ice for a minute till Ismail's available. Chantel maybe has some unrelated issues, so yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I need to go for breakfast. I'm not sure if you guys know about
Ramadan.
Yeah. So I'll be back. Me and Ismail will be back same time. So
okay, well then we'll jump back in when you get back.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, sounds good. Catch you there.
Yeah.
Thanks. All right. So Ahmed, did you get the script done?
Don't, it will take some time. Like I'm working on it. I'm getting some more.
Okay, no worries. And Chantel, you said something about the topic image. What was going on there? Chantel? Topic
Yep,
avatar.
I was talking on mute. Yeah, so if I send a message within a topic, then the avatar for the topic turns into the avatar that we use if someone doesn't have a profile picture. And then if I go out of the message thread and into the lobby and I come back in, it fixes itself.
Is it only doing it for games or is it doing for all topics?
That's a great question, and I don't know.
Try it on another one. I bet it has to do with games. It looks like Ian sent something in the development channel, Jerry, that he got 2 birthday notifications.
Yeah, I responded to that. It's probably because he gets once for QA, once for production, and then the other user is newer and only exists in production. That's why he got the production notification. It's the same wires twisted that Chantel sent him a DM, and the notification link was broken. Very likely the same situation here.
I see. Okay.
Oh, yeah, that was just because I was in dev and he was in prod.
Okay. How come I didn't get a birthday notification for Connor? Him and I are friends. Check and see if one got sent to my main account, Jerry.
It did not do it for a place.
Okay, so maybe just create a Trello ticket for the games
Okie doke.
part of it. Okay.
Oh, yeah, Todd and I were going to talk about Trello this morning. Probably too late now, but
What about it?
just what's going to be our process moving forward on how to take these tickets and assign them to the right people.
Okay. What do you mean it's too late?
No, just because Ismail and Amin are not on the call at the moment to be able to have any
Input.
input. Yeah.
Hey John, who are you asking about the notification for?
Connor, Conner.
Yep, you would have gotten it. Connor and Aaron Vasquez.
What is that, Aaron Vasquez? What's that?
That's some other person who you would have
Oh,
gotten it.
two people you're saying?
Yep.
I didn't get. Does it say confirmed delivery?
It has it on your main. It has it going to your main account. Is it possible that you weren't in your main account at that time?
No, I was. Weird. I don't know. Maybe something else going on. No, I do. I have notifications from yesterday.
I'll just go through to the time. Let's see. Birthday notification.
So one thing that I'm really sad about is that somehow when we did the dog update thing, that now when I am in the production version and we have a dev version that's above that version, it forces me out of production in my like personal account and takes it to the update to the testing environment. And there's no way I can get around it. So if I want to like, uninstall and go into production and use the production version, I can't.
Wait, I'm not sure I understood all that. What is preventing you from going in the?
The dog animation that says there's an update?
Yeah, like the deep, like the I guess it's an OTA, but yeah, go on.
So before this version, we were in a dev environment, right?
Yes.
So I would go onto my personal Google Play Store account, which is not an internal beta tester, and I would download the production version. I'd open the app and I'd get stuck with the dog that says to update, and there's no way for me to go around it, and it turned me into an internal beta tester. And so I can't go back to production when we have a dev version that's higher than what's in production.
But when you click it, when you click it, what does it do? It sends you to the App Store? Is that kind
Yeah.
of it?
Yep. There's no way around it. I tried closing it and reopening it. I tried a few different things, like trying to tap around to get it to not do it. Opening and closing it a few times. That didn't work either.
Yeah, we don't have a kill screen on there, but that update shouldn't bring you to the App Store. Like,
How does it take you to a different account that's a beta tester?
I don't know.
Chantel?
I have no idea.
What account is it that's a beta tester?
My Sircles account. I have a Sircles Google account.
What is the actual account or email address?
S.Manier@Sircles.
But you use that for production?
No, I use Chantel Manier@Gmail, my personal one, for
I see.
production. And then
When
I
you click
use
the OTA
S.Manier
update, it takes you to the Play Store using
to update.
other Google account.
Yeah, and then it like
Can you
I
change
think
the
it's a
user
Play
account
Store
from there?
thing. Yeah, it changes
you're
the
looking-
user account, which is so
But can't you
bizarre.
as
I
well?
think it's a Play
Can you just
Store
click on
thing.
it? Can you just
Yeah.
tap on it though and choose your personal Gmail?
Yeah, so I tried doing that, and it's still like I would try to
Still
open
does
it, and it was just like a loop.
That's weird.
Yeah, I don't like it. It made me very sad because I had to use my iPhone to like message my friends in Circles, and that was sad.
How long has this been going on?
The last two dev updates. I just wasn't sure who to go to about that.
John,
Yeah.
double check.
Yeah. All right. The one that I had sent you looks like that one's working.
So yeah, the script is ready. So I need to run for the all. I run for only single profile. So I have to run for each profile.
So wait, you didn't run it for all the profiles yet?
So yep, I'm setting my script. I'll show you what I do. I created the script,
Mm-hmm.
and here, where is the script? So here, I pass that particular profile key to run it, to fix it. If I will not pass profile key, it will run for all the profiles. So I'm inside the script, I make a functionality. If you want to run for a specific profile, you need to pass that profile key. If you will not pass profile key, it will run for every profile. So yeah, so script is ready. So now I need to run.
Okay. So you'll go ahead and run it now?
Yeah. So it will take time. So like since there are lots of images, so yeah, we require time, and there is a concern rate limit for Cloudinary API. So it will take time.
Okay. But we won't have any of this
Yes.
format images showing up anymore though, right?
Okay. Once it, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You know, Something's very strange about that image. It doesn't seem like it applies to the profile.
Yeah, I also think that's it, but it's created too long ago. That image key is inside our DB 30562,
Interesting.
and that image 30562 present on Cloudnary is that image, Black Widow.
Do you know how many other images are of that format?
We cannot know how many is there. Only if we learn the script, then only we know.
Yeah.
That you cannot say.
Okay. Well, isn't that supposed to be coming from Google? It's the first image.
So, 562. Yeah, it is coming from Google. So inside the DB, I can see if Google image, it is one. Yeah, it is. Let me say my screen again.
Okay.
I will start the database.
So that image is coming from Google?
According to the database, yes. So here, there is a profile image table. See, inside profile image table, for profile key 67628.
Mm-hmm.
67628. So we have two images here, 12808 and 30562. Here is Google image. One is that means one means it is Google image and is primary. Primary is saying that 30562. That is incorrect image. And according to you, 30562. 30562 is this image. 30562. This is the 30562.
And you think that's coming from Google?
Yes, yeah. Database. That this is old one, that's why I'm saying. But 12808 is looking like it is the correct image, right?
The second one, yeah. Yeah, that one looks right. Those coyotes.
So can we remove this image like then 3056?
Yeah, I think so. Because it's not even part of a trust tip. I don't know where it came from.
Yes. So let me remove that one.
Okay.
So I will remove it and I will let you know to test it again.
Alrighty.
It should turn on. So now only one image is coming. Can you please check then, John?
Yeah, one second.
Hey John, just checking in here in one signal that I do see you would have gotten a push notification for the birthday. I also see a confirmed delivery.
Interesting.
So
Okay. Okay, yeah, looks like that picture is removed. Okay. All right, so then you'll run the script.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. You can.
So can I drop?
Yep. Okay, so thanks, Robert. Take it easy. This map is annoying me.
yeah, I feel like we should have made smaller changes.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
I think
Hmm.
I know. Yeah, there's a lot of changes made everywhere. Like especially like Amin saying we're memoizing the wheel could cause its own issues. Maybe that conflicted with his issues.
Yeah.
And
Well, now we're dead in the water too until they come back.
mhm.
I suppose we can look into some other things.
Yeah. I got feedback on the what's it called, the branch IO.
Okay. Yeah. What do you got there?
Well, the update is I have nothing, unfortunately. I have a test app going, I have a test web page, and I was just trying to see what I could do to try and get it to match. And the only way that it's going to match is through their deep linking, which works through the clipboard. So using branch is something that would be out of the option. What we could see, this is tough. I feel like the IP address is our safest bet here. Like it's gonna rely on somebody immediately getting into the app the moment they use their it's going to rely on them immediately, like onboarding as soon as they scan the QR code.
Mm-hmm.
Without it, just all the privacy restrictions, there's no way to know for sure that this user matched the user that matched the landing page.
Unless we have them enter their phone number or something.
Yes, unless we have them enter an identifier like the phone number.
Which we get in onboarding, but that's not the same because we don't know who they are when they go download the app. That's so annoying. All the other social media apps before us got all the easy paths.
Now, I don't know how this flow is going to go, but I know maybe we want to loop Ian on this. When they onboard and we have their phone number, is there any way we can see from Square, Toast, whoever, if they made a purchase at one of our partner businesses?
Say that one more time.
So whenever they onboard, I guess I'm still trying to understand this QR code, but when they onboard, we have their phone number. And whenever that happens, is there any way we can check Square or Toast or whatever POS system and see if they made a purchase at one of our partner businesses?
Yeah, we probably could do that. But how would we know? Actually,
So we have their phone number at this time.
right.
We require any extra action from them. But what the missing link is we need to see if we can run and say, oh, okay, well, yeah, we got a match from Square. They were at Tech2 and Howe Avenue. Let me send them there.
Yeah.
What Square and Toast have for their APIs. And I don't think Ian has access to the Toast API from what it sounded like yesterday, because they had to like apply as developers and stuff.
Yeah, but Square's good enough for now because like
Yeah, if there was, if, I don't know if Square API would support that, an efficient way of doing it at least.
Well, I don't know. Let me see if Ian's available. But in the meantime, we want to use our reputation funnel that we text people anyway. So like we'll already have their phone number.
Yeah, if we got their phone number, then like we're gold. We're gold.
Yeah. Which is what we're gonna do for majority.
Yeah. So like, yeah, the funnel that Ian has for Tech to You, like this is perfect. I'm just talking about other businesses that we're partnered with.
Yeah. So what do we need to wrap that up? You still have to do the deep link.
Well, we need to know how the deep link is going to work.
Okay.
That's why I really haven't made much progress because we haven't settled on how's this going to work.
Okay, I'm gonna see if come in, but essentially, at the end of a service.
Okay, so this is still the Tech to You case. I can work on that. I know what that deep link needs to be.
Yeah, but I was gonna say for other businesses, the same thing. At the end of a service, we send them a text message. Would you recommend to a friend? And then if they say yes, we would want to send them through the App Store. And then and ultimately to the profile for that business.
Well, if we have their phone number, I mean that's it. Like that's all we need. If we have their phone number, we're good.
Okay. Yeah, we'll have it. So what do you need to do to make the rest of it happen?
Okay. Yeah, I actually have some of that code ready. I just have to wrap it up. I was working on it, and then we kind of started to skew from it, so I held off. But sounds like we're going to roll with at least that implementation. So I can wrap that up.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Ian said he'll jump in like 10 minutes. Yeah, and then now the trickier part is figuring out how to do it from a QR code. But let's get the first part of it working first.
Well, yeah, the QR code is going to be the rough one, but okay.
Yeah.
Um,
And everything you researched though, it said you have to use the clipboard.
Yeah, that's what sucks.
Okay.
The only thing Branch was like is, you can have the user enter a unique identifier, which was like enter their phone number.
Right.
Well, then we don't need Branch if they're entering their phone number.
Now, what happened to the device ID, like for the business ID or whatever that it was going to store?
There was no fingerprint that it can really store. Like fingerprint was going to be basically a hashed IP address followed by like a device code followed by a version. It's still not specific enough because let's say it's an iPhone. Well, everybody has an iPhone, and maybe if they're at a business, they're all in either the business IP. Like it wasn't unique enough to really. It was not. I wasn't confident in those results.
I see.
But what we can do is we'll just make a tracking system. So.
Okay. So, Todd and Chantel, you guys keep testing,
Yep.
everything. Danny as well. Seems like most everything is working good. Was there something else, Chantel, you noticed that was a big problem?
It was those three things so far.
Remind me, I know one of them was for games, which
Yeah, there was the games, there was the map, and then there was the list view critical error.
list view critical error, that one we need to look at as well. That was list view on the map.
Yes.
That's not good.
Yeah, and then on the map, when I was like moving the wheel around, that was when like the pins disappeared and the pictures and who favorited it and all of that information went missing from the card.
Okay.
So far that's all I found.
All right.
Not the end of the world, only three things.
Yeah, except the map is the whole thing. It's gonna be fun putting it back together.
I just got a friend connect that says undefined.
That would be something Jerry should look into.
Did anybody on board?
Well,
Did you click a notification?
me? No, I actually just opened the app to look at it again because I've been working on.
Oh, that could be Todd's user. That could be Todd's first deleted user as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Let's see.
How many times does that start to show me how to favorite thing play? Is it only supposed to play once?
It's only supposed to play once, but it's not right now. It means fixed it in the next update.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was, Danny. It was Todd's old account.
Okay, I found something weird. I'm gonna put in a video,
Okay.
Discord. Or not Discord, Slack. I was thinking development. I don't know. Oop.
The reward
Okay.
store isn't loading for me.
Let's see. Loaded for me. I just did it a minute ago.
I just clicked the piggy bank. It's like 20 seconds waiting now.
It's showing here.
Wonder why for you. Yeah, it's loading for me.
1001, 1002.
So if you see on the check-ins under entertainment, after trending and my recent check-ins, everyone else has the exact same things. That's for movies and shows.
Interesting.
Yeah, I forced closed the app, came back, and it worked. I wonder if it had to do with that show me how animation somehow.
Okay, just kidding. It's all of the categories.
Okay, I want to see if that's happening for me. Yes, it is. Hey, Wells, can you take a look at what Chantal put in the development channel?
Yes, sir. We'll take a look at.
Is it possible that something you changed here is making all of these every user is going to be the same, have the same results?
Just a second.
Okay. Actually, it goes back at least a couple builds because on my other phone, it's doing the same thing.
I see. So all users are like with the same check-ins and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Build this. I'm in.
Are we sure that's not backend related? Like, for example, if
Yeah, I'm
we
gonna
don't have
find.
enough info for the users, we have more info for them.
I'll find out from Jerry.
Well,
Hey,
what's
Jerry,
the
I don't want to distract you, but something weird going on. If you hit the check-in button and then go to entertainment,
You check in, you go to entertainment, and what? Oh,
all
it's
the
same?
results are all the same.
Interesting. Is okay. We'll go back a build.
I did same thing.
Oh, let's go to your check-in, entertainment.
Should custom topics be working in this build?
No.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
You know.
Okay, so I'm on 96,
Uh-huh.
and it looks fine. I'm going to 90.
So
90 production build.
came from the front end.
Oh, I'm checking 90.
Uh,
Oh, it's showing this on interesting. It's showing this here. I wonder if it's something exclusive in production.
no, I'm in the test flight build on a different phone, and it's doing it there.
Well, I mean, I was on a different development version, and it was fine. Like, I mean, it was fine in dev environment, but not in prod.
That's weird because I'm in the dev environment in build 2.0.02,
Hmm.
and it's doing it there.
Well, I'll check. I'll check. And what happened here? Oh, wait. I have an idea. Where's this query? I have an idea. There's some caching that's going on in the check-ins, and it's probably not filtering it to your user, but I'll fix that.
Okay, cool.
Mhm. Great, that easy enough. Love it when it's a quick.
Should be resolved.
Pushing it now.
Okay. It's going QAM prod.
Yeah, so I asked him to do some caching for an N+1 problem because okay, so it's the query that fetches all your recent check-ins, and it can be for any profile type. That query could run a little on the slow side, but it's a very immutable query. Like, it doesn't change often, and we know when it changes. So we're caching the most recent check-ins for a user up until the time that user checks in again.
I see.
So it was a very, very notable performance improvement for sure. So,
Does that mean you had to revert it?
no, I didn't have to revert it. It was just that when this query is called from like a GraphQL subresolver, the user key points from a different variable. So I just had to have it look at either or.
Okay, so we get to keep the performance improvement, but now it won't mess up like it was.
Correct.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, a lot of, we're going to start on some of these queries trying to cache some things in Redis, because Redis isn't really actually not used that much, like from what the capacity we have. And using it to cache these things that aren't really frequently updated, it's doing good for sure.
Okay.
Not really seeing a lot of, for sure the N+1 queries aren't coming up. The slow database queries are going down because those tables aren't being queried as much anymore. The ones that are right now that are the quote unquote slowest, those are ones that involve like the user's location. And by slowest, I mean 500 milliseconds. So like it's in particular the map. And I can't cache those. I can't cache them because it's like caching your location. So not really much we could do there, but 500 milliseconds isn't awful. I don't want to break anything, especially with the map right now. But if we're seeing any issues, I mean, it's not a frequent thing where it goes over 500 milliseconds. But once we get this round of issues corrected, we'll see if anything goes on from the database side. If people start using the map more and it really becomes a problem, we will have an idea of what happens.
Okay.
All right, check the check-ins now.
All right.
It looks good.
Yep, there we go. Back to normal.
Yep, that's all it was.
Cool. I noticed some odd things. Now that I'm looking at this screen, not all, but a lot of the ones I have favorited are not having a red heart on them. So why is that?
Let's see, profile details, user relationship with profile. Let's see where this comes from. It may be similar, but not the same thing. But let's see. Question is your favorite question. So you're saying that there are ones that you have not favorited?
Well, I have favorited, but the heart isn't red.
When did you favorite them?
Some of them were years ago and some of them were weeks ago.
Okay, that shouldn't. I was going to think that was getting cached, but let me see if I can get the example. So recent check-ins. So give me an example. Like, give me a user.
Well, I'd be the user.
Okay, well, who under like which?
Oh, under like Danny's recent check-ins.
Okay, for movies.
Movie Count of Monte Cristo.
Okay. Okay. Count of Monte Cristo. Okay, yeah, I see where that's showing is favorited. Let's see, 663. Let's see. I'm not seeing it. My query. Let me try this. Count of Monte Cristo.